it's Jen. I hope you're doing really super well. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about energy. Later on in my presentation, we're going to do an activity together and you're going to need to get a few materials. Do you have energy? I have energy. Watch what I can do. But what is energy? Well, in the big book of science, here it is. The definition of energy is the ability to do work. So when I run around and do exercise, I am doing work, which means I am using my energy to be able to do the exercise. But where do I get that energy from? We get our energy from food. Nom, 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 nom. This is me. And I eat meat. And I eat fruits and vegetables. That's where I get my energy. Kind of like your car. When you put fuel in it, the car burns that fuel to make their engines run. We use fruits and vegetables and meat in order to get our engines running. But where does meat get their energy? From the fruits and vegetables that they eat. But where do the fruits and vegetables get their energy? From the sun. You! Did you guess water? We're going to try an experiment. You remember how earlier I asked you to go and get together some materials? Now's the time to go and get them. I'm going to wait. Okay, so you're going to get your egg cartons and you're going to kind of cut them out like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill them up with some soil.
Bling!
Once you have your soil, you're going to want to get some seeds. And if you don't actually have seeds, you can use table scraps. The important part is that you're going to want to plant two of the same plant. So here I am taking my strawberry top and I'm putting it over here. And then I'm going to take another strawberry top and I'm going to place it over on this side. If you have seeds, it's the same concept. You take some seeds. I have parsley here, and I'm going to take a few of the seeds out. And I am going to plant a few on this side and a few on this side. The reason is because we are going to observe differences, and in order to observe the differences, we need to have, well, two. Because here's our experiment. We're going to hide one of the plants from the sun by putting it under a box. Now, you're going to want to water both of them, but one is going to be in the dark. Here's the best part, is you're going to want to take a little notebook. I have my whiteboard here to show you. Just gonna grab my marker, and you're gonna want to create a kind of way to measure differences. So for me, I'm going to put a little sun. That lets me know that this one is the one I'm observing on this side. And I'm going to draw kind of like, that represents the darkness. Now, you can take your observations either daily or weekly, but what you want to do is make sure that you're noting any differences that you see. For example, right now what I would do is I say, well, no growth. So I'm going to say that's how I'm drawing my growth. And I'm going to draw a big X over top of it. Can be like this, or you can use words if you would like. But you want to just make sure that you're writing all of your observations down. Now, this could take long. You may not have a plant within the first week. You may not have a plant in the second week. But what you want to make sure is that you're noting whether your plant has leaves, whether your plant has grown, whether your plant is small or big. You want to take the measurements so that you can document what happens when we don't have that sun energy. Now, the sun's energy isn't just used to grow plants. We can actually harness that energy to warm things up. Do you know what this is? This is a solar oven. What it does is it reflects the sun's rays off of this aluminum foil, and inside it will warm up. I like to use this to warm up crackers and cheese, and it melts the cheese into this ooey gooey goodness. You could try things like s'mores on the inside, but I recommend doing this when it gets a little sunnier outside. So kind of closer to the month of July or even the month of August. Let me know what you're able to warm up inside of your solar oven. The sun is a very powerful source of energy, and there are many different ways to harness that energy. My neighbor has these little lights that have solar panels on the top, and what it does is it stores the energy so that it can light up at night. Look around you. See if you can find different ways that we harness that solar energy. Thank you so much for playing with me today. I hope you enjoyed our science experiments. Talk to you soon. Bye.